What is up, guys? It is Trash Panda here, and welcome back to another episode of Mist Survival. So, we are in I think it's technically called the hunting area. So we're in the hunting area, which the sign there says Ranger Station, which is obviously for the station right there. I did get a chance to just top off our ammo. Didn't really do a lot of loot management. Not sure if this road is going to have anything on it. It looks like that tower is off to the other side there, so on a different road. Do need to be mindful because I'm super low on ammo. Alright, so I think we're okay right here. Yeah, I mean, this looks like an area where an enemy would be, though. Alright, so we can't loot that. Come on, battery. There's chickens down there. I don't know if that's a good or a bad sign. That, that could mean there's an enemy base over there. Right. Battery, battery, battery. No battery. Some vehicle parts. Okay. So not too much over here. And can I loot these boxes? No. Okay. Fair enough. Scrap metal there. Just make sure there's nothing on the back side, and that's all rocks and forest. Okay. Let's carry on. Yeah, I kind of have a bad feeling about, so we came up on this road. So this looks like a compound, possibly. It's not a person. I think that was a chicken over there. Haven't seen anyone. Can I like grab the chickens and raise them? Yeah, so you can catch a chicken. I will drag my cart up here once I know it's somewhat safe. I'd be shocked if there are not enemies up here. So this is, okay, so this is officially the ranger station, it looks like. So we got 1, 2. So I mean, if that's it, I can take out this guy. Oh, 3. I got 9 rounds and 15 rounds on the pistol. Let's hope it is only 3. Let's hope that was the third one. You got just some graphical issues right there. Where did your dropped weapon go? Yeah, I mean, that's got to be all of them. They would have been after me by now, right? You put that up. Did you have an AK? Did it potentially slide down here? Oh, there's another little area right there. Alright, let me get back up here. Huh. Yeah, I don't know if he dropped a gun and it disappeared. Wait, there we go. Okay, cool. Let me, just in case. I don't like having the gun out while I'm looting. But yeah, there can't be anybody else here, right? So I was right here. This was the close guy, and the other guy's by the porch. And yeah, I don't know if it's something I'm doing wrong, that my cursor goes away when I go to loot these guys. Where is your pistol at? I wish there was, there we go. Okay, so I was going to say I wish there was an indicator. So you've just got to get within a certain distance of it. Alright, so I'm going to go, we'll grab our cart and pull up here. Quite a few chickens. I would catch them, but I mean, what am I going to do with the chicken? I don't have anything built, but I mean, that's good to know that they're here. So when I get to the point where I start building, I'm assuming maybe I can craft a chicken coop or something. Maybe they'll lay me eggs. Or maybe they're just meant to be caught and you clean them and there's your meat, you know. I do think we got off very lucky that there was not more guys here. Just throw all of that in there. So I did lie when I said I sorted the loot some. I didn't really sort much at all. Alright, pistol parts. And did I loot your body? I'm pretty sure I did, but just in case. Okay. Man, I want one of these guys to have some cool gear on them, but like, still, my clothing is, you know, I'm wearing pants and a t-shirt. I mean, at least I have clothing now, I guess. Alright, so let's loot this place first. Go ahead and grab that. So my understanding is they are going to be bringing multiplayer to this game, which I think could be a really cool feature. I know if they would have put a guy up here with a rifle, man, we would have been done for. Alright, so nothing on the outside perimeter. What is... Alright, another machete. Nice. Definitely need ammo. Okay, so that's one drawer only. Nothing there. Can't loot those. If I have to walk down and come back, I'm just going to grab one of these and throw it off the building. And that'll be my loot container. Yeah, see. Yeah, because this place is stacked with loot. So none of that is lootable. Alright, I was going to drink something if I had anything that I could drink, but that is not the case. Pick up my canned fruit. Pick up that, and that is everything up here. Very nice. Throw that down there to wait for us. and then we'll just carry this with us as we go. Now they got a nice little workstation here. So none of that is lootable. Oh, and another house right there. Battery? No battery. Nothing inside. Nothing there. Let's go ahead and... Alright, so I didn't get any additional ammo for that. I got 5 more rounds for this. Duct tape. And just want to see if I see any movement down there, and I do not. Don't want to carry manure because I can't put that in a bag, so that's just going to take up space on my cart. Hey, coins, all right. Nothing there. Okay. So I guess we'll use that for making coffee. Maybe we can play some music. We gotta be... Okay, we got 3 spots left. So nothing behind the bar. I fear I want to open one of these doors and there's gonna be a guy just standing there. Yeah, I mean, that's where I typically keep my ammo too, right? Alright, so let's go back. Oh, I guess more of that stuff was stacking than I expected. I don't know. It said it was stacking, but it looks... I don't know, it just feels like I picked up more than that. So I've got to carry that, but so it's... Yeah, we're carrying that. We are for sure carrying that with us. So sit it right there. Perfect. I don't know the capacity on that, but it's got 10.7 liters, so I have a feeling we'll definitely need that. Alright, check these drawers. Scissors. I don't know, like, if we can tear down that to use to repair our current clothing. It's like a sewing kit, and we can make it better. Let's carry this, and then we're done in the building. An additional firearm. Okay, so that was some good loot. Then we head down here. Let's not forget this. So I think this one is completely empty. Yeah, so we'll just quickly transfer this stuff over. So I don't want to unload ammo in there because I want to combine it all into the same thing so it stacks. Otherwise, it'll just be a big waste of space. Let's do that because we don't have the shotgun with us. We should honestly probably switch to the shotgun. The one with the Suppressor should be in this bottom one. No. Okay, I thought it was. Yeah, so is it in the top one? Yeah, so that's the one we want to carry. And then we'll drop, keep shotgun shells. We don't have the revolver on us. We don't have that on us. Leave that in here. That in here, that's fine to stay in here. Alright, cool. See if there's... Grab that piece of wood. I did loot the car, right? Yeah. I'm patiently waiting for the day when we find a battery so we can get our truck up and running. Oh, so we can't even go in here. Okay. So I think we need to cut down to that little area next, and we can honestly just kind of do this. Make sure that propane tank, yeah, it's still in there. Already got one of those, and yeah, and I can't put it in a bag, of course, because of the size, so I don't want to carry that around with us too. I guess we should kind of continue down here, just in case we see anything else off to the side. And I did see we are coming up on another watchtower. Alright. Thought I saw a person standing in that window right there. Crowbar. Yeah, we'll take another one of those. Sounded like somebody was walking. I don't see any movement though. I think we're gonna have to just go up to this, where am I? Oh, I was losing my mind. I was like, well, where did my cart go? I think we're gonna have to go up here and then just sleep the night since it is getting pretty dark. That's interesting. I didn't know you could open the back of those. I guess I've never tried. There we go. Hopefully this isn't an ambush. There's a bear. Please stay down there. You're not welcome up here. I should probably... Alright, so I need something to drink. I don't need food, really. So I do want to... Oh, wow. Are we that low on drinks? I'm wondering if I could drink the bottle of alcohol and then the effects would wear off by the time we wake up. Yeah, that's not good. So I wonder if it only temporarily reduces pain and it doesn't provide any uh, sort of relief to your thirst. All right, let's go ahead and get up here so we can go to sleep. Hopefully there's a bed in this one. There's not. What? Can I rest in the chair until... Like, I mean, come on. In real life, I can sleep in a chair. All right. We're going to have to come back because it's getting dark. I don't want to walk around at night in the woods. So let's leave that cart there. Run back over here where there were some beds. Is that the same building? Yeah. Okay, so they've got electricity, and I didn't notice this little tent area. Let's, guess we can't shut the doors. We can shut that door, though. See, the thing is, it gets dark so early, and we don't have a torch or anything, so we gotta sleep for like 12 hours. Hope we don't die of thirst. We're gonna die. This sucks. Alright. I mean, our health is low, but I don't have to sleep for another hour. I mean, my health will regenerate. Alright, so it's bright enough. There should not be any zombies out. We've still got our issue with thirst, though. It's a nice added feature that they have the rooster's crow. And I'm pretty sure I did leave some drinks back at the base, but obviously that doesn't help me here. Oh, the door's on this side. So we'll grab that before we leave. I mean, really just a bottle of water or, right, hunting rifle and some arrows. Very nice. I mean, we need hunger as well, so maybe this will give us a little bit of replenishment on our thirst. It did, thank God. Matches. Alright, so that is everything here. I'm surprised that's not lootable. If I was a developer, I would make that lootable because you wouldn't notice it and I'd hide the good stuff up there. So fill or carry. But I mean, it says 8. So either it's a smaller capacity one than the one we grabbed last time. And that's indicating the full capacity, but you wouldn't do that with 10.7. So we'll take it and see if it has anything. All right, perfect. So let me eat some more and see if that's enough to bring back up my thirst meter. Let's go ahead. I don't want that one in there. Alright, so grab one of these food containers. I know that's not going to provide much, but it's also starting to go bad in there. Are you serious? I didn't even notice this cola here. Ah, that's amazing. Okay. Now we can carry on. Let's continue going this direction. So it looks like the road goes up. So I'd say we're like right here, right? Yeah, because that's the main house we slept in. That's the watchtower we just looted. That was the first watchtower. So maybe that's, no, that's definitely a structure up there. I'll run up there right quick and see what it is. It might be worth looting. Hopefully we don't run into a bear or anything up here. Oh, is it just like a little treehouse lookout area? Yeah, there's nothing up there. Okay. But we always check. Don't want to go too far over to this side. I don't know how far that bear can kind of roam, so I don't want to attract his attention. What is this sign? Oh, deer crossing. Now, which way? So I think we go over here, and then we might go to that other side. There's like a little wagon in there, but oh, there's enemies. Okay. We definitely don't have the loot for that. I'm pretty sure we did not loot enough. I mean, we got shotgun shells, got 5 rounds for the rifle. We're empty on the pistol though, right? No, we got 13. I could use the revolver. Oh, that's a bear. Oh, I thought that was a person. That's a bear. Okay. Well, I mean, the bear can't attack us, but he can't shoot back. And also, if there's a bear over here, in my mind, there should not be any other enemies, right? Okay, so did that scare him off, as in he's going to come right back and attack us? So that I've got to carry with my hands, which I don't want to do with a live bear around. I will climb up here, though. Clay rifle ammo, nice. Now, oh, he ran and died. Interesting. So that's cool. So like he can bleed out and take damage. That's a nice touch. Okay. I mean, I wonder if like we get raw meat, but then we'd have to cook it, and how fast would that expire? Is he dead? Did he just... Is he sleeping? What is going on here? Okay, he's sleeping now. Uh, so I guess you physically need a butcher knife. So like I can't use my combat knife. We'll find out. I'll leave him there for now, and we'll see what else is around here besides that cooker. Okay, so not too much loot. Pretty sure we've already got a frying pan, but we've got a little bit of space left before we head back. So we can get on top of this other building too somehow. Maybe. Right here, yeah. Ooh, another ATV tire. Yeah, we need that. So this gives us a total of 2. We just need 2 more. Did not want to do that. That's going to make things messy. So rotate you that way. Okay. So I'll keep the hunting rifle. Actually, let's starting to forget what's full and what's empty. And we're looking for a butcher knife. Pretty sure I have not picked up a butcher knife. I know we have combat knives and machetes. I mean, I'll bring the combat knife. We can try that. Yeah, I mean, if the combat knife doesn't do it, I know the hatchet's not going to do it. Alright, so note to self, be on the lookout for a butcher knife. And I want to grab that, that gas cooker. So that way if we do get meat from this guy, we've got a frying pan, we've got a propane tank, we've got a gas cooker, we can go ahead and cook them up. And, okay, so that does go in your backpack. Okay. I thought you had to physically carry that in your hands, and I did not see this at all. Nothing in there. Rope. Man, we are going to be good on rope, let me tell you. I don't know what it's ultimately used for, but we will be king of the apocalypse when that happens. So I can't pick that up. Yeah, I knew we were getting close. Can I carry? Yeah, so I can just carry that down with me. Let's hope this doesn't hurt. Ooh, okay, good. So E, not F. Go ahead and eat that. Alright, so let's see if we can butcher a bear with a combat knife. So I can butcher them or I can grab them. So, okay, so they do have... Okay, so tools, combat knife. Oh, before I dropped it. Alright, okay, so these, okay, so I could have used the machete. Gotcha. Uh, do I have to place that, like, over here? How do we do this? So, tools, combat knife. I have that selected. Oh, I've got to select the bear. Oh, so I can select, like, his head, which will give me... Okay. Hard to use, no tool found. Hard to use. So I can chop off his paws? What does that do? I've got to find out. I don't know why, but I'm intrigued. And now I've got hatchets for days in here. I feel like I just put one over here. Yeah. Put that right there. And let's put so revolver ammo. And there. Okay. Because we'll need some space potentially for the meat and whatever else we get from this guy. Alright, so butcher. His freshness does run down pretty quick. Okay. But so feet, the axe is the best to use, but it doesn't. Okay. Like, I don't know, that's just odd. Ooh, wow, that's gonna take a long time. Uh, so if I do everything on this guy, it's gonna take 20 hours. That's insane. Okay, let's grab this big fella. And let's see if we can just place him on top of the cart on everything else. My poor... Oh. That is, that's lovely. Alright. So what else do we have over here? Keep pressing the wrong button to pull up my map. So we're right here. There's one last area and then we can head home. I'm hoping the bear doesn't go rotten by then. You know what? I just want to take a look at this and see if it's just cosmetic, if there's any loot or anything. So it's got, what, rocks in it? Gravel, okay. Alright, so over here is our potential destination. Nothing there, okay. Do we see anybody walking around? I don't. Yeah, I feel like we would have seen at least one bandit walking around. Is that a bush? Okay, that's the corner of a tree I'm seeing. I was looking right there, if you can see where my cursor is. That black shaded area looked like a guy crouching. Just double check. I know that typically nothing, yeah, nothing spawns in there. And nothing exterior. Okay, so then this is a potential base, I'm assuming, so yeah, it is. If I didn't point out, this is how you claim a base location. I don't know if you can have more than one, so Uh, and if you did, I don't really know what that would do. Like if it would give you the option of spawning back at a particular location when you die. Oh, that one did have some loot in it. Okay. I was assuming that it would be empty. Okay, so just jeans. Okay. That's 40%. We don't need it. I I feel like we have a pot back home, but just in case. What is my bear at? So Butcher, he's at 96. Okay, he'll be fine for us to get home. That's everything else up here. We just gotta make the trip. Is there more up here? Uh, okay, so maybe that's this area right here. So again, proceed with caution and just keep eyes out for movement or gunshots in our direction. I think we're safe. I mean, that scares me with the fire going, because typically that is indicating it's a bandit base location. I mean, there's definitely nobody here. Okay. Oh, I still full? Okay. Man, the loot that I'm gonna have to organize when we get back is not gonna be fun. Luckily, you guys don't have to partake in that. I am excited that we got another ATV tower, though. I mean, obviously, I would prefer to have a vehicle. Well, a motor vehicle, not a ATV. But if that's the first thing we get, I mean, it'll be better than nothing. Potentially. I think there are smaller carts that you can kind of connect to the ATV, but I don't know how much space would lose. And then also something we have to think about is, how much gas does that burn? So let's start checking these. Lots of wood planks, okay. Ooh, lockpicks, very nice. Okay, so there is no bottom. So my hard hat is fine. I don't need another one. Don't need more rags. I was trying to walk behind that, but another ATV tower. Let's go. Ammo as well. Very nice. So this one, yeah. I'll leave that here. I want to put that in a different box so I remember to keep that on me. Which, I mean, I guess if we got a crowbar and crowbars are alternative to lockpicks, then that's fine. Anything else? Doesn't look like it. Alright, so one more ATV tower to go. We'll put this on the pile with the rest of our chaos. Yeah. And just move around to make sure it's coming with us. It looks like it is. Alright, so we should be good to get back to base. The only potential concern is the area that we raided last episode. However, I want to make a wide pass around there because we don't have the... Let me check and see if anything respawns. Because, I mean, I need a battery, so... I'll just keep an eye on that. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut here because, like I said, I'm not going to engage those bandits. And then we're just going to walk back to home, organize the loot, and then pick up from there. So give me a few minutes and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so we made it back to base. I did not have a chance to unloot or to offload the loot yet because the mist did roll in. I did grab a few items though. So the propane, let me show you. So the propane tank or the bottles that we picked up are empty. However, I should be able to do, yeah, so I can do that and then transfer. I don't know how much these small ones will carry. So that's like 3 liters, that's fine. Uh, and then we'll, yeah, Ida pick that up and then, all right, so now it's got 3.9 liters in it. So we can put that inside of our stove and then either use the frying pan or the pot. I'm assuming the frying pan to, how do I place this? That's right, I've got to drop it. And then, so carry, place. And we'll just place you on the stove because why not? So we open the cover and then Q to install, right? Yeah, so it's installed. And then now we can butcher our bear on the kitchen table because why not? So I don't know, like if I butcher, you know, a kilo and a half of meat, if everything else just disappears, if I have to butcher it all at once. What? I thought I picked up the machete. Okay, that's fine. We've got another machete, so I don't know how much. I feel like we'll want the hide, the guts. If I lose that, that's fine. The meat. So there's not much more there. So why was it showing it was taking so long? Is it the fat that takes so long? Maybe we had a different tool selected earlier, and that's why the time spent was showing so high. So we just want to do like, so yeah, 2 kilos of meat. We'll get both units of animal hide, and then we'll butcher. It'll take 2 hours, but it's going to take, oh, I thought the meat would have stacked, and now it's laying on the floor, probably rotting. And that's fine. So let's go ahead and feed a switch item. We're going to do frying pan, and then pick up or carry frying pan. No, we want to. Alright, so I'm assuming we got to drop that, and then carry, and then do we just place it like this? That doesn't seem right. How do I turn this on? Like a really small window. Oh, on this side. So do I just, it says open or carry. So I open the burner, and then does the meat, can't tell if the meat is cooking or not. Alright, so close to turn it off. So both of these are still raw. So is it saying that I want to store the meat in my hands in the frying pan? No, because that doesn't do anything. I hate to say, I might have to actually look this one up. Yeah, because I mean, that is sitting right there, so. And I mean, meat in a. I understand that it's not going to instantaneously cook, but it's giving me no indicator or anything that it's working. It's saying the propane is empty already? There's no way. Well, I mean, also it's burning, so. I'm assuming the empty means to remove the propane container. Yeah, I mean, the meat's not doing anything. Is there anything else I have to do over here? So, okay. That's a bummer. All right, so at least we know that we can continue butchering this guy later. So he's still got the units that we did not want. I wish I could get his head and do a mount. That would be cool. Okay. All right, well, bear with me, guys. I'm going to do some research and see how I can... Oh, is it raining? Yeah, it's raining outside. I'm going to do some research and see how I can cook this meat. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I figured it out. I was just not patient enough. So you can see this one turned brown, so that one's good. I think that one is close enough to the flame. So that's well done. Okay. So it's interesting because it just turned colors. So the place you right there. So it is a bit different because so when you build a campfire or you have, you know, a smoking rack or something like that, you can interact with it and you drag from your inventory and drop the meat into a physical UI box that is over the campfire. So this is just lacking. Okay, I was worried that one wasn't cooking. Okay, so they're both well done. And that one's gonna burn while I'm waiting, heating. Okay, pick up, turn off. Nice. All right, so that's how we do that. So the rain has stopped. When I got back to base, I was hoping, I was like, you know, I wonder if I do have an ATV tire around, but I do not, unless I installed it without realizing it, and I did not. I will do a once around the base, just to make sure there's not one lying around. Not over there. Okay, so yeah, we don't have another tire, unfortunately. Yeah. So I can go ahead and let's install these three. So it's almost 3 o'clock. So we might be able to do a little bit more looting today. Why is that front left? And that's front left. Are all the tires on the ATV classified as front left? That's odd. Install. Yes, please. Alright, so one more tire and we'll have this bad boy up and running. And we do already have the little trailer here. So I feel like we could fit 2 side by side. We could maneuver 3. No, we could get 6 of these gray ones up there. So like 2 facing the front, 2 facing the back, and if 2 will fit in the middle, they can face the outside so that way I can access the doors. So we got that going for us. Is this usable? Could I have used this to cook my meat? But there's like, again, no interact menu. So I think this is just purely cosmetics. We'll put that back over here for aesthetics. There we go. Yeah, because, yeah. So give me, man, by the time I unload loot, it's going to be dark. So yeah, I think I want to unload loot, sleep through the night, and then we will pick up in the morning. Alright guys, so I did get a chance to, excuse me, to clean everything up last night. I filled out everything in the shed, and it was to the point where I've got almost every cabinet in here completely full. So next episode is definitely going to be, well, one, we need to figure out what's the best way to get water. I don't know if we can build like a well that will allow us to get water. So yeah, there are a lot of base crafting options in this game. Scroll does not want to work too well. Let's see. So we're good on beds. We will have to either craft or carry over another bed once we start getting NPCs. Yeah, so I don't see any option to build a well, which I feel like should be pretty standard. Water purifier, but I mean, I haven't even come across unsafe water. Unless we can take the jugs and go to like a pond, that might be a thing. I don't know if we've got a pond near us. It'll be cool if this thing collected water somehow. Yes, I think there is a pond back there. Yeah, so we're like right here, right? No, we're here. So there's our pond. Okay, so we can go there with our plastic jugs and collect water. So all of these are empty except for, oh, okay, except for a few items here. I'm leaving the food that's about to go bad in my backpack for now, just so I can kind of be mindful of that and make sure to eat that first. So I feel like that's good to stay. Uh, I'll go through, we don't need another shotgun. We haven't come across any 45 ACP yet. I want to go through the revolvers and see which ones of those have we actually loaded with ammo. I don't know if there's a way to unload a gun. Let's do this, and then we'll just see. Okay, so that one is loaded. Gotcha. So we'll put that back up top. So then this one should be unloaded, right? Yeah. And then there was another one down here. So we'll put these two revolvers in the base. We don't need to carry those with us. That right there, because we're not going to need that every minute that we're running around. We do want to kind of organize the ammo situation for sake of having everything together. We're over 50, those are good. We eat these two next. So yeah, like these jugs. So this, okay, so this is marked as safe. Okay, so I can drink that. Cool, good to know. So like, if I take this and just like place it out, does it collect with water? If I carry, I don't know. I'll leave it there for a minute. We'll see what happens. Those bottles in there. And I think I picked up, yeah. So we're dropping that off. Alright, so that can stay. This can go back into... And I will comment that I've unloaded the loot. I've not organized it. It's going to be a nightmare to organize short term until I get a lot more storage containers. So we're doing okay for right now. Let's see what kind of rifle ammo we have. So I think the hunting rifle, yeah, so the hunting rifle uses that. So we don't have a scope though. Where did the hunting rifle go? I didn't put that up by mistake, did I? No, it's right here. So I do have another ACOG scope, which is not the best option for a hunting rifle, but it's better than nothing, right? I don't know if it'll fit up here. It will. Okay. So confirm. Let's see how that looks. Graphically, yeah, it needs some work, and everything else, yeah, that's nah. It fits, but it doesn't fit. All right, fair enough. So we need to unequip it, and then we can take it out of our hands and move that. Make sure that puts it back in my inventory. It does. Okay. Alright, so where are we going to go next? We don't have the ammo to go back here. We can go explore this building though, because this is close. And kind of see what that has going on. I will leave this here and this here. Yeah, that happens sometimes. If you're not careful when you're placing items, you'll get stuck in them. Alright, so I know I'm getting wet, but I don't know like what that means. Does that mean I want to get sick? Again, we still need to find a compass. I know this direction is the road though. So once we get on the road, we can easily kind of track over to that that building. So ATV tire, battery, either one of those two will be a big come up. Still on the lookout for vehicles where we can gather fuel. I do need to start collecting sticks because we're going to be crafting next episode, a lot of it. So I'll probably have to do a bunch of off-camera work as well. So that is the coffee roasters. So that's where we've already been. So it's going to be the next building that's up there on our right. I wish you would get, have like levels where you can increase like strength and stamina. Because man, this guy would be, well, pushing this cart around, especially when we had it loaded with loot and that bear. Okay, yeah, I see it. There we go. And something this small, I'm hoping that there should not be any enemies here. Excuse me, enemies here. You know, it's probably not even worth coming up here. There's probably not going to be any loot here either. A regular tire, but not an ATV tire. Ah, I didn't see that building over there. Okay. Maybe that's what was showing up on the map and this was just a secondary. Alright, let's go over there then. And make sure there's no guys walking around, and I don't see any. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, so that will happen. Whew. And they always catch me off guard. Like, you know, just a casual stroll in the rain, and guys want to attack me. Haven't even done anything to those guys. So we need to go ahead, grab this is shotgun ammo. I'll grab that rifle ammo as well. Now, is it a situation where there's another one in there? Probably not. And also, it'll be a good thing for us to start some crafting, and I can kind of review and see, you know, like what is worth taking, what are we wasting our time on. Oh, so an engine but no battery. Well, darn. Okay, I got very excited there for a moment. Car battery, let's go. All right. So yeah, we'll add that as an amendment to next episode, building our car. And of course we find that in the ATV. Let me tell you. I'm not gonna complain. Not gonna complain at all. We're gonna count our blessings and see what other goodies this place has in store for us. Oh man, they got DirecTV. That's nice. I don't even think I have anything. So back porch, nothing. Oh, there is at least one more in there. That's okay, we got our machete. It'd be cool if you could, like, cut up these timbers and get wood out of that. Hey, buddy. I guess since it's raining, they can come out. I wish I could whistle or something and get his attention. That was high quality scrap metal. Another tire, okay. Hello, hello. Coming in after I empty my loot. I mean, should I just blast him in the face with a shotgun? Go Danny DeVito style and just come and blast him? I can't tell, are they in this room or are they upstairs? They're upstairs. And they're triggered. Yeah. I'm assuming he's behind a locked door. Yeah. Man, this place is starting to creep me out. That's pretty creepy, dude. You're just standing there, staring at the corner. Man, this place looks like it might have the potential to pay off pretty good. Pretty good. Where does this go? Alright, so this goes to that area. Good, we need batteries. We can't carry that, of course. Well, at least there's no more zombies in there. Pretty sure, anyway. And we'll just kind of loot from the top down since that's where we ended. Of course we'll grab the knife. Don't need paint. Now I'm sure as soon as, I don't need that anyway, that's fine. I'm sure as soon as we start crafting, we'll realize there's some need for paint and it's like the best thing ever in the world. And that's why there's so much of it, right? Yeah, I know I'm being messy with the loot, but once we get done here, this is going to be the last for the episode, so it's okay. What is that? A potato. A raw potato. Alright. let's loot this room. This is a bathroom. Oh, yeah, this place is definitely stacked. I would have been upset knowing that I missed out on all this stuff if we didn't come here. Alright, chains. I mean, should I take the chains? It's bad protection, so I feel like not, right? But I've only got one pair of jeans, which are the ones I'm wearing. I feel like once those wear out, we're going to be kind of in a bad situation because we're lacking on protection as it is. Alright, so this should be the last of everything up here, right? Go in this room to my side. Alright, so that I just can't loot. And then yeah, so this is the final room for upstairs. That was kind of concerning that it opened that slow, as if there was a zombie waiting to load on the other side. So let's drop that. What is that? Oh, that's okay. I thought it was like a candle or something. So, so that's non-lootable. Alright, so that's it for upstairs. There's nothing else. And another trip. Then load it out this side. Grab that, and then we looted the garage, so we're good there. We will grab these bottles because we've got what am I trying to say? We've got the bottle rack in the cart out there. Yeah, man. So we can take some chairs home with us. So we're full again. Why does it not put in my last two bottles in there? I mean, looks like we should be able to fit, you know, quite a few more. I guess you can't load it all the way. Okay, well, that sucks. We won't pick up any more bottles then. Alright, so I feel like there is a big section on the other side of the garage that we're missing. So we've got to get over there. I love how I picked that up right when I said I wasn't going to pick up anymore. Oh, that was counterproductive. Hey, a fishing rod, alright. So that'll help when we go fishing with the, we do have baits and we do have fishing line. So that's something else that we can do next time. You know, if we keep finding loot like this, we might have to come back and finish looting this next episode. Because we're going to run out of space. I mean, I could drop a bunch of the crap that I'm sure we don't need, like all the extra t-shirts and all that, but Yeah, so see on this side of the house, there is an extension, so we haven't even explored that yet. Uh, Nothing over there. Where were we at? Oh, we were in here. Alright, so that's good. Getting some definite frame drops as I'm switching through here. I don't need another frying pan. Let me make sure that does not wear out. I mean, it says it does, but I don't know. I'll hang on to it and then we'll drop it as we get full. As we are getting full. Let's go ahead and eat and drink. Bottle of water, we definitely need that. I probably should be taking that salt, but I mean, as of right now, we're not really like cooking recipe food, so. All right, so we need to come back for the refrigerator, and then we're done with that room. And of course this would happen, you know, we get all this loot when I take off 2 of the containers. I did that because I was hoping to come across some more containers, and then I would have space for them. Oh, so that's just salt on the end of the table, nothing there. We'll grab the scrap wood. So we've gone through here. That's the back door. Alright, so this is... What do we got here? We got all kinds of crap in here. And that bucket reminds me, we did leave a bucket outside. So that'll be kind of like our definitive answer on if you can leave a bucket sitting around and have it collect rainwater. I feel like it's not, even though I want to say that it definitely should. Man, this place is massive. Alright, so that's everything here. We don't need paint. Alright, so I think, yeah, because this is the stairwell that we came down from the upstairs. Yeah, so that's finally it. That was definitely a good loot pile for us to pick up, especially with getting the, that's fine, I don't need that, right? Yeah, I'll take it. With us picking up the battery, picking up the ATV wheel. So, yeah. Alright guys, we're going to call it here. Please like the video and subscribe if you have not already. Leave me a comment if you have any questions about the game. If you want to see us kind of focus on anything coming up. And I'll be happy to comment on you there. And yeah, until next time, you guys take it easy. If you had as much fun watching this as I did playing, consider tossing a little something in my Ko-Fi jar. You can grab a coffee to give a one-time boost, or even become a Trash Panda partner or a Trash Panda looter for reoccurring support and to join our crew. Thanks for your support and for being part of the Trash Panda family.